Assalamualaikum and Salam Satu Malaysia. Welcome back. At the end of this session, you will be able to implement C repetition structure using for, while, and do while statements. Differentiate between for, while, and do while statements. Write nested loops depending on the problem given. Now we move to the repetition structure. In C, you have three types of control for the repetition structure, namely for, while, and do while. We begin with for statement. Take a look at the following syntax. There are two parts in the syntax. The first one is the head. The head contains the word for and followed with a pair of brackets that contains initialization, test, and update. Initialization refers to the initial value to start looping. Test refers to the condition of looping. And update refers to the current value after each loop. The second part is the body that contains a statement. Look at these partial codes. The loop begins with x equal 1, then the value of x is tested with the condition x less than equal 8. If the condition is true, the printf statement is executed, where the current value of x is printed together with escape sequence character, tab. Now the current value of x is updated through x++. It means that the current value of x is changed from 1 to 2. The current value x equals 2 is tested again using the condition. And if it is true, the process of printing is happen again with the latest value of x. And the whole looping process is repeated until the condition is false. Look at the output. Do you get the idea of looping using for statement? Now we move to while statement. Generally, for looping, we use the same concept of initialization, testing condition, and updating value. In while statement, you can see two parts, head and body, where head contains the word while, then followed with the condition in the bracket. Meanwhile, the body contains a statement. Look at the following partial code. Notice some changes that you must recognize in order to write while statement. See the initialization statement, testing condition, and updating values in the structure. Relate this experience with the for statement. Now, You see the output. Do you get the same output? Yes. Now you know that you have two different ways to do the same loops. Okay, we are done with for and while statement. Now we move to do while statement. Look at this syntax. This loop statement begins with the word do, followed with statement in a pair of braces, and end up with the while statement and the condition. This is actually another way of doing loops, but with certain condition. The do while loop will be executed at least once, no matter the condition is true or false, because the testing of the condition is happen at the end of the loop. See comparison between do while and while. In do while, printf statement will be executed first, even though the condition is false. But in the while statement, there is nothing to be printed out because the condition is tested first and the value is false. What about comparison between for statement and do while statement? Discuss this issue with your tutor. Now we go to the final topic in this lesson, nested loops. What are the nested loops? Nested loops refer to the looping statement where the body has a looping statement. For example, for loop has another for loops in the looping. Take a look at this example. There are two parts, inner loop and outer loop. It begins with the outer loop where I equals 0 and when I less than 2 is true, the inner loop takes control. In the inner loop where j equals 0 and j less than 5 is true, the printf statement is executed to print the current value of I and j. Then, the current value of j is updated. The inner loop will continue until the condition j less than 5 is false. When this condition is false, the control of loop will be back to the outer loop. If the condition is still true, the control of loop continues to the inner loop again. And this process is continued until the condition of outer loop is false. Do you get it? Have fun with C programming. Till then, thank you very much and have a great day.